Hey everyone, it's your girl Maddie here, aka Beaver Mosh, and today I am talking to you about Lux Morte from the Mexico City based Reverence to Paroxysm. And this is coming off of both Me Saco Un Ojo and Dark Descent records. And on this debut full length, Reverence to Paroxysm creates a uniquely and refreshingly dark and filthy brand of death metal. There's just this harsh, uncompromising air to it. The music you're going to find on this record sounds and feels a lot like the cover art. It's so lifeless and despairing. It's a horror film set to music. It's just so caustic and ugly and cavernous. It's gonna feel like the walls are caving in. This band is less about speed and technicality and more focuses on sheer torment and being ferociously ugly and unsettling. On the first track, Ashtray Descent, in its first note and moment, you can already kind of sense what this record is about, what you're getting into, because it opens with this deep, wall-busting growl, paired with these mammoth guitar strums right off the bat, generating this death metal feel that is incredibly heavy, yes, but also just fearsome and miserably hopeless. The track takes on more of this mid-tempo pace, favoring smothering atmosphere over speed, and that's topped off with these eerie, slithering licks, conjuring this dark, occultic melody that puts goosebumps all over me. Well, the drumming isn't super flashy. It makes up for it with just how aggressive they are played. You can tell they are being beaten with intent. At 8 minutes, the opening track here really sets the tone for the record. The band elects to go more for longer tracks, really letting them develop and fester, forcing you to grow with the track and meditate on its insidious rituals. On Ad Putrefactio, the band begins to dip their toe into more of a doom territory a bit with its stomping pace and gloomy exterior. I love these sawing guitars paired with these bludgeoning drums. It's so brutal. Just the overall sound, the way it's recorded, it sounds very well, but also has that lo-fi grit as well. This sounds dirty, it feels jagged and as foul as you could possibly want death metal to be. I imagine the ideal place to listen to this, the perfect setting would be with the lights off in a room filled with fog, because this music has this toxic haze to it. On Burial Absolute, the vocals feel completely possessed, these breathy, inhuman snarls that blend quite well with these desolate, rolling guitar riffs. And with this dense, chunky production that the band goes for, it makes everything sound bigger. But if you actually pay attention to the individual components, this track is actually rather sparse. It's very impressive how destructive they can make this album feel with so little. These buzzing licks just flutter around faintly in this disorienting manner, worming their way into your consciousness, while the bass has this stabbing feel, essential to the madness that Reverence to Paroxysm is unleashing on you, giving it this brash, primordial texture. On Necropacity, just hold yourself back, please. Try to. As the vocalist just pukes out this horrendous streak, rising with the increasing speed and intensity of the drums. It's an incredibly gnarly moment, and as you listen, you'll know exactly what I'm referring to here. Once again, the drumming can be quite restrained, but very effective. Not always leaning into blistering blast beats, being a bit more open with some unique fills and creative runs on the cymbals, really plays to match the mood that the rest of the band is summoning. Fits the environment. On Portals to Dark Misery, you get these winding, wicked licks that just feel so hostile. This band is so good at these little details that end up being so friggin' effective. And I like the frightening vocal samples they use throughout, really setting this scarred tone. I adore, I really love this mournful, weeping lead they use. It's haunting, it's dark, and it's brutally beautiful, if that makes any sense. Listen to kind of figure out what I mean by that. It just communicates this complete void, but a resignation to that. Cerdate Vermibus is just a 9-minute mountain of a closer. Just this nauseating slab of sound that patiently eats at your psyche. You get these buzzing, unforgiving notes that display an utter sense of insanity, especially as it matches these driving drums and crushing riffs. It's tasty. These ugly, shrill screeches that the vocalist lets out here on this closing track. With everything else, it all sounds like the most corrupted, unholy, and disturbing ceremony. And I want to go. I want to be there. I want to attend. I want to be wherever this band is getting this energy from. Holy crap. Simply put, Lux Morte is a terrifying, nasty take on death metal. The band's talent for creating these hostile environments and their sense of mood is insanely impressive, and I am so sold on it. I enjoyed the hell out of this record. The riffs here are devastating. The guitar sound is mammoth. This is a punishing affair. If you like death metal that might be a bit more atmospheric and cavernous, say you liked that Triumvir Foul record that came out last year, then go get this record. Go get it. You're gonna love it. Like I did. And hey, those are my thoughts. If you like this review, like what I do, tell me. Hit that like button. It'd mean the world to me. If you consider subscribing, I'm still so in awe at how much this channel is growing. So thank you for all my supporters. Leave a comment. I love getting to engage with those. I have a Twitter you can follow. Link to that is in the bio of the YouTube channel. No pressure to give, but I do have a Patreon now in its beginning stages. I'm going to start giving exclusive content there, a way for this to possibly be more sustainable. You right there. Thanks again for watching. Keep it metal. My name is Maddie, aka Beavermot, and I'm signing off.